Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, we're going to be looking at VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. So these are very useful formulas in Excel, and we everybody would like to know such interesting formulas. Now, before we dive right into looking at VLOOKUP, I just want you to show something when it comes to absolute cell referencing. So here we've got something that's telling us to say, okay, yes, we have to calculate our commission, we have to calculate our total monthly salary. That's not going to take a lot of time. So total monthly salary, I guess this one we just add in, yes, of course. So we're simply doing that plus the commission, so the base salary plus the commission, okay, and we do get our um, answer there. But then our commission is currently empty, so let's just quickly find the commission. Now this is where I'm going to show you how you perform absolute cell referencing. So in this case, we're simply just going to say equals. Of course, we're going to multiply our cells by the 5% there, so we simply say multiply by 5%. But after clicking in that cell, I guess you can see our cell address as shown there. We can simply press F4, and I guess you can see how our formula has become. If you can't press F4, then you can simply type in manually your dollar signs in between the your column should be in between the dollar signs, and then you just hit enter, and I guess you can see after calculating our commission here, automatically our total monthly salary has added the commission. And if we do that, I guess you can see everything's perfect. Now let's go direct into VLOOKUP now. So VLOOKUP is very easy. We're simply searching for our classes here in this table to show us what exactly they mean. So here, this table is showing us the positions to say, okay, if somebody has got a class of A, then their position is senior, B junior, just like that. So in this case, we're simply going to enter our VLOOKUP function. So it's very easy. We simply say equals VLOOKUP. We can simply double click, or we can finish and put a bracket, and then we can put in our lookup value. So I guess you can see there are 4 parameters that we need. We need our lookup value, we need our table array, we need our column index number, and our range lookup. So I'm going to explain what this is, but let me start from this one. So the lookup value is simply what we are trying to find. So this is the one that we are looking up, okay, the one that we're searching for through this table to give us what it means. So we simply say C3, and we click comma, and now we need our to enter the table, okay, the table array which is holding our information. And before we actually do that, I would like to show you to say for our table, it's advisable that we can that we give it a name. So we simply highlight the whole table, we right click the table, and then we say define name, okay, and it's going to be called our grade table, okay. So we simply do that, and then now we can continue with our VLOOKUP formula. So we say equals VLOOKUP again, and this time we already know to say we're entering C3. We can simply type it in, and we say comma. So after saying comma, now we're entering our table array. So the table array is simply this one that we have here. We can simply highlight it like that, and I guess you can see it's showing the name grade table there, okay. And then next thing, we can simply say comma, and now we enter our column index number. So the column index number is simply the column which is holding the values that you want to show in here. So we want to show things like senior, junior, executive, and intern according to the grade or the class here, okay. So where in this table are these values? They are in the second column. All right, so this is column 1 and this is column 2. So we're simply going to enter column 2 there, and we say comma, and now this time I guess you can see we can either enter true for an approximate match, but we want an exact match, so we're going to enter false, and we're simply going to close our bracket and hit enter. So I guess you can see it shows us, say, the position for this person is junior because it's B. We can check reference from this table, and we can simply double click there, and it shows us for everybody. So I guess you can see everybody with the C is executive, everybody with the B is junior, everybody with the A is senior, and everybody with the D is an intern. And now let's go directly and look at HLOOKUP. So I guess you've understood. If you haven't, you can simply ask me. Uh, Okay, so yeah, even there, we're simply just going to do it very quickly. Our formation is that multiplied by that F4, enter, double click there, done, equals that plus that, enter, click there, double click. Okay, we got it. So now for our the difference between the VLOOKUP and the HLOOKUP is that VLOOKUP looks up values in a vertical direction. I guess you can see that this table is vertical, but when we look at this table, we can see that it's more of a horizontal table. So yeah, exactly, that's it. Now it's very easy. It's just almost the same thing as VLOOKUP, but it's just that VLOOKUP is vertical. That's why it's called VLOOKUP. I guess it's something like vertical lookup, and HLOOKUP is horizontal lookup. So yeah, don't get it twisted. We simply say HLOOKUP. Okay, yes, I'll bracket there. And what we're still looking up is this, the class. And we say comma, and now we're simply going to highlight this area because that's where our data is, the necessary data, and we're simply going to click F4. All right, immediately after highlighting, we simply say F4, and we say comma. Now we want the row index number. Okay, so in this case, we are not looking for the column index number, we are looking for the row index number. So in which row are we having the figures, the values that we want to have in this position column? Okay, so they are in row 2 of the highlighted area. Okay, so take note of that. We simply say 2. If they were on top here, we would have said 1. If they were in the third row, the fourth row, the fifth row, we would have put the actual row, but now the actual is 2. So don't always think your row index number and your column index number is 2. No. And there we can simply type false. So we press enter and it shows us, and now we can just double click to get it through. Okay, so I hope you've understand everything we've done in this video. VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP are very important formulas in Excel. Yeah, so thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.